signs. That's going to be my Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Today we are going to be doing, I have a couple things we're going to be doing. I wanted to, since we are just coming, I'm coming back with the bang. Let's get started on your reading. So this, to me, this is the element of fire. This is for those Leos, those Sagittarius, those Aries that fall in that category of, it could be your sun, moon, or rising. Also, it could be your north node, like where you sit in your north node. I think the north node is very important, because if you're on a spiritual journey and you're thriving to your north node, this definitely is your reading. Um, all right. So taking in the big three, and then taking in that north node as well as your energy. But everyone usually has everything in their chart, and so this may resonate with you, may not. You might be something in here for you, but if you were brought here, maybe I'm feeling that spirit, God, whoever you're connected to, your ancestors, have brought you here so you can get a message, and it could be it could be simply as a one sentence I say, you know. So let's get started. I wanted to actually, I have my incense going, and I did my, but I wanted to do my a candle. And let's see if I can get it, because this lighter is like almost dead. Okay. So I got my candle going. So let's get started. So asking, first we're actually going to just use these cards. This is actually for our spread that we're going to do. We're going to be doing the inner healing spread today. Um, just because this month of April, it's actually on my Lewin calendar that I got, and it's all about, this month's all about having that strength and healing that inner healing part of yourself. And I'm a big advocate for for healing. So, but I wanted to jump in here, which we got the Magician on the bottom, and I was Mercury retrograde definitely came in and reminded me that it was going to be messing up some stuff. I have no internet right now, for my home. I do, of course, have it on my phone and all that kind of stuff, because all that jazz. But I don't know what, the internet's down, and we have Comcast or Xfinity. I think it's Xfinity, and they said it's going to be down until, I don't know. They're saying 9. I don't know. We'll see. And so, but I'm recording this, and I can upload later. So I'm going to be doing that. So the reason why I pulled this deck out, because I was feeling, okay, let's get 2 cards and see how see how the fire signs might be affected by this Mercury retrograde. So definitely 9 of Wands. So definitely Sagittarius showing up. I got that Magician one to come out again, and we got a 7 of Wands. So we have Sagittarius and Leo coming out in these, right? And then we have the Magician, okay? So you still, even though to me it's kind of like my current situation, like I'm feeling. It's like, okay, you have these 9 of Wands, like, yeah, it can bring some, like, oh my gosh, not this. It can bring up some walls and some boundaries, and it can disrupt some things, I think, with that 9 of Wands. But I think with that 7 of Wands, it's like you can get on top of it. You can stand on top of it and figure it out and work it out with this Magician energy, saying, okay, even though I might have some troubles and it might be hard, and there might be really strong energies and heavy energies, because we know both of these are actually, I love 7. Well, I love 9 too. Actually, 9 is the card that, when I know it comes out, it's for me, it's my guides telling me, you got this. Even though it can be harsh sometimes in some decks. This one is not harsh to me. This one's just like, I'm on top of this. I got this. And that's why I like the 9 of Wands so much. It's like, I've been through, it's that wounded warrior. I've been through so much, but you know what? I can keep going, and I'm going to push through this. in energy, and it's kind of with this magician, and I'm really drawn to the belt, the infinity symbol. What goes around comes around. Even though this energy, this Mercury retrograde, it's okay. This will cycle out. It will work itself out, and you're on top of this. You know how to deal with it. You'll know how to deal with it. You'll know your workaround. So yes, it will get heavy, and it might come quickly too, because we have wands, and wands can be, a lot of energy coming in. But you will know how, with this magician, you will know how to maneuver it. You will know how to work with this energy, because it's like the magician is a master of their world. They can work with anything. They can work with it, whatever comes in at them. They have all of the elements with them, so they can work with every single one of them that comes in. So you have that power. So letting you know that, if something is going crazy, communication with people, it seems like, oh my gosh, it's all messed up, I want to just dig myself into a hole. It's okay. You can overcome it. You can control that. You can manifest what you want to come out of this. If you're having electrical problems, internet problems, any of those things, you can maneuver your way around it. It's been nice. So even if you say, I know randomly it'll be like nice outside and our electricity will go off, and I'm like, what the heck? Why is it the electricity off? And I'm like, there's no wind. What is going on? Well, that's just the universe's way of saying, hey, get outside, do something like that. It's trying to just put you in that space. Okay. So this was our that's our tap in for this retrograde. Okay. That's the energy you got. You are in control of that. Okay. So take that, and that is definitely your energy showing up for the fire signs. So next we're going to tap into this, for the fire signs, this inner healing spread. And so this oracle card, I'm getting this because we're going to put this in the middle. We're going to do like, this middle card's going to look at what needs to be healing. What do you need to heal? What wound do you need to heal? So looking at that, let's find this wound. Give us a wound that the fire signs need to work on and heal, universe, at this time. That this could be something they need to work on now, something that might be coming up, something that they might have just finished up working on, okay? Or they're finishing up, or they've been working on it and they're like stuck on it. So for our fire signs, Leo, Aquarius. Oh my God, why did I say that? No, Aries. It starts with an A. That's why I said that. I promise you. And Sagittarius. Okay. Oh. I'm dropping cards. I kind of flabbergasted because I said that. Oh my goodness. So, it says reconcile, the wound you have is reconcile with your inner child. So I think the wound is just healing your childlike ways. And by that, what I mean with your childlike ways is being more playful and carefree. Let me see if I can get this to come down some more. There we go. Okay. So with this reconcile your inner child, I feel like it's telling us with these fire signs that you need to look at how you can be more adventurous and playful. Kind of reminds me of the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is all the fire signs. It's all, yeah, that's what the energy it gives me, the Page of Wands. It's like, how can you, oh my gosh, you guys, I promise you, I haven't even looked at this. I just pulled it and put it down. There's the Princess of Wands. She's on the bottom. So yes, I'm putting this there because that's what this is. This is the, all the signs. The pages are all the signs to me. Like, it is the Aries, Leo, and the Sagittarius. It's being playful, being adventurous, going out there and taking chances, and exploring the world. You know how if you can think back when you were a child, at one of those moments you felt fun. It felt fun and free and exciting. It's telling you to connect with that energy, to heal that energy, that playfulness, and I feel like maybe you've been you've been in a state where you've been like doing like hard working, being, I don't know why I want to say out thinking about Capricorn. I was thinking about how hard Capricorns work, and so thinking about how you've been so responsible and so hardworking and just serious and not having any type of fun. And I think if you tap into that, connect with that inner child in the playful ways where you had those make believes and those building those forts or jumping in mud puddles or riding your bike and swinging, all of those types of things you did as a child that you enjoyed and loved, right? So tapping into that energy. I'm going to actually pull all of the cards now that we're going to look at. We're just looking at 4 other cards on top of this right here, okay? So we're going to look at, first we're going to look at how this wound controls or disrupts your life, okay? I want to definitely look at that, how it controls or disrupts your life. Pull it over. I know, I'm a creature of habit. And then what keeps it opens or stops you from healing it as well, okay? And then after we look at what keeps it open and stops it from healing, oh, they gave me all. We have how to approach healing, and then how healing would change this. Okay, they gave me all those. Yeah, this is going to look at the bottom. We got death. We got that transformation energy. This is going to help you transform. Probably be a little more balanced as well. Okay, within yourself. All right. So first, let's look at this one, like how you're not being more playful and connecting with that child, how this is affecting, the wound, and this wound that disrupts your life or controls your life. Okay, let's look at that. King of Cups. It makes you, okay, with this King of Cups, I feel like a King of Cups is someone who's in control of their emotions. This makes you not express yourself openly. You probably you're very emotionally mature. Nothing's wrong with that. I think that's a beautiful thing. I think that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. The issue comes, just let those dogs be. They anyone comes, they are alerting me. So, okay, back to this. It's okay to have, and that's confirmation too, that it's okay to have this emotional maturity, but at the same time, sometimes we need to let that, sometimes it's okay to cry, to let those feelings out, to show all our emotions, especially those Aries who are like hard up, or the Sagittarius is like, I don't care, I'm going on this carefree world. Or I know with Leos, they will hide their stuff. They will cry, but they will hide it. They won't express their stuff to other people and let them see them, break down and show that emotion sometime. So even though you're emotionally mature and you have this maturity, this wound makes you not express your feelings, and don't let yourself come forth out to others emotionally, because you don't want this to, you think it's not going, it will disrupt your world. You think I feel like you see it as a negative way, but sometimes you have to let those things flow, and it's okay to let them flow. It's okay to let out that cry, to let out, you're feeling, you're angry, you're angry, that you're sad, that you're mad. It's okay to express those. The thing is, and you know this, if you are emotionally mature, that it's okay. You should know that holding on to these is fine and dandy, but sometimes you have to express them. It's just not dwelling in them, like letting them out, and like, okay, and then looking at them. Okay, well, why was I so angry about that? And saying, okay, I was angry about that because, and looking at why were you angry? Why were you sad? And then letting yourself know it's okay for me to be angry because of this. And because emotions are a part of us. They are a part of our genetic makeup. They are who we are. They are They're just, we're not robots. We are not, we have feelings, right? And it's okay to express those. So next, next we're going to look at how this is going to, how this actually keeps you from opening up or stops you from healing. We got Queen of Pentacles. Wow. We got a lot of, what is this up? We have court cards all over here. So these are all about how you, oh my gosh, you know what? I talked about Capricorn, and the Queen of Pentacles to me is Capricorn. So, and remember I told you you're too playful. Um and how this keeps you from healing is it makes you stay in this energy. What, I have to be responsible. I have to stay on my A game. I cannot wither my time away. I cannot I can't do that right now. I don't have time for that. I have too many responsibilities. It's a very nurturing card. It's a very responsible card. And it's wonderful. These are wonderful cards. Let me tell you, the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. This is beautiful energy. It's just that sometimes it's taken too seriously. And when it's taken to the extreme of being too serious, it has its negative sides, right? Like the King of Cups, if it's too serious and it won't express themselves. You know, if they're too rigid, they won't express themselves. If you're too rigid with the Queen of Pentacles, you will be too stuck in your ways and too rigid on trying something new, because you're like, this works, I'm doing this way, and I'm not trying anything else. Like, you won't be open for change. It'll be hard for you to change. It'll be hard for you to go through the transformation if you get too grounded, because if you know, with earth energy, you don't want to get stuck in your ways. You have to have that water come in and rinse some of that out. You have to have some of that air come in actually as well and blow some of that up. So if you, because I'm looking at the elementals of this as well, because these are the signs, right? And that's where they fall. And so being in this, and if you think of earth, and you think of the fires, if you think of the fire signs and what fire does to earth, you think of like potting with clay. And let me see some, I was going to grab something like my cup, this ceramic. It takes, this is earth, right? And so when you first have this earth, it's not hard quite yet, that earth energy. But if you take that fire and you put it in the oven and you cook it, or the kill, I think, I can't say the word, and you put it in there, it's gonna harden it up like that cup. And so it hardens you up. And so then when you get hardened up, it is hard for you to get out of this energy, right? So, but if you had that clay and you let your emotions flow, you let that water come in that clay, it's going to make it soft, and it's going to be able, you are able to work with that clay. I don't know why I'm using clay right now. I am. That's the metaphor I'm using. If you have that clay, you could work with that clay and remold it into something different, right? So whatever this is within you that is not being playful, where you can't step out into this playfulness, it's because you're so hard on yourself. You're in it, and you need your emotions to flow in. You need this water to flow in to really work in this clay so that you can remold it and redo something around this. And so it's all about letting your emotions flow. So this is going to be you letting, if you're angry, letting that out. If you're sad, having a sad day. If you want to cry, having a cry. If you just want to scream, having a scream. But getting it out in a way there where you can get it out and you can let it go and you can loosen up. That's a good word for it, loosen up. You can loosen up this energy, and you're like, oh my God, that was so heavy. Now I can just, oh, I can play. And I feel this and I don't have to. Okay. So now we're like, let's look at an approach to this. So what is our approach to this? Temperance, balance. Remember I did talk about when I saw that death card. Remember I said it feels like it will help you balance all of that energy around you. And temperance, and this is, this is a major arcana, so this is beautiful. This is a major lesson, guys, because we have the court cards, which are parts of our personality that affect us in certain ways. And then we have major arcana right here, temperance. So a good approach to this is balance. So remember when I said it's okay to cry if you need to cry, or be angry if you need to be angry, but you have to bring a balance to it. And that comes with emotional maturity. So say you're freaking mad. Someone PO'd you off. So you're like, I'm pissed off. And I finally said it. So you're so mad and you're like, but you hang on to it because you're like, I don't want to blow up. I don't want, and that's not good. Okay. So instead of doing that, say, okay, why am I so mad? And this helps balance it out. And temperance is part water, with that angel, that it's not in here. Well, yeah, this right here is earth, and this would be water. And this is what you have on here. You have to balance this. You have to balance water and your earth. You're like balancing your emotions with the ground, like being grounded as well. So, but not being so grounded where you get stuck and you don't let your emotions flow. So you have to work with both of them. It's remember the magician. Remember I said this infinity symbol? You have to let those emotions flow. You are in control of your emotions. You are in control of your life. So you have to let them flow. You have to decide, okay, going back to that anger, okay, I'm pissed off because that person did not listen to anything I said. I was trying to be straightforward and they ignored everything I said. Okay, so now I can tell them straight up, or you know what, I don't have to deal with them anymore. And you can tell yourself, I'm done with them, and letting yourself know, I'm done with that. I'm releasing that. And that's, you're letting that emotion flow. You're let all your stuff come out. You're flowing with them, right? And then you have this, but you're staying grounded. You're staying like, okay, I'm staying in control of this, but at the same time, I'm letting this flow out to like find a situation where I can deal with it. So you have to find temperance in your situation. So say with this, reconnecting with your inner child, say you have a thing where you don't like to cry, you don't like to express your emotion, you don't like to show anger, or it could be the other way around, where you're too, but I don't think it is, because you're in control. You're very much in control with these. This is a king and a queen. They are on top of their game. So, and the universe is telling you need to be more playful. So what are you too serious on? So looking in your life, I'm getting something in my throat chakra. mm. I took a drink of tea. Okay, thank you. So, where in your life are you too rigid and stuck, or emotion, or what is it that you're so rigid on that you need to loosen up at? Where? That's what this is for you. That's where you need to play temperance at. Okay, that's where you need to how you need to approach this. Ask yourself, where am I too rigid? What do I need to loosen up on? And then temper that. That's what your guides are saying. And how healing would change this? We have a Queen of Wands. So you go from this, you step into that playful energy. Okay, I love that the fire signs showed up today. You guys showed up for yourself. And actually you showed up in temperance, because temperance is Sagittarius too. Oh my gosh, yes. So Queen of Wands is actually Aries, because the King of Wands is Leo. I always put the fixed signs with the kings, and the cardinals are with the queens, and then the mutable signs are with the knights, and then the pages are all of us. We all have a little page in us, because we all can be. The reason why I say everyone, if your sign is whatever your sign is in fire, you can be that page, is because we all have that part of us that's still the student, that we still need to learn and still need to grow from something. And we will always, that page will always come up in our life sometime where we need to learn something, right? So that's where that page is coming from. But what this healing will change, this will change, if like this Aries, Queen of Wands, this is going to make you step up in your confidence. Aries are very confident. They know what they want. It's going to help you take action. It's going to make you step forward. It is going to make you feel confident in who you are and what you do. Okay, that's what this is. Once you become more playful and you know how to let things go, and maybe something that's you're holding on to that you're so rigid about is worrying about what other people think. Okay, and when you let that flow with this king, and like, I'm not worrying about that, I'm gonna let that flow, and not being stuck in this with this Queen of Pentacles, you're gonna be confident in yourself and how you come forward in everything you do and say, and and regardless of what people say, what people think, you don't care, because you can come forward in the way you need to. Okay, so fire signs, that's all I have for you. And oh my god, I love how you showed up in this reading. You guys showed up and showed out with Sagittarius. Like, all of you showed up. You showed up all over the place in this reading, and you showed up. You showed up in some of your emotions too. And some of these might also be your other signs with you. Like the King of Cups is Scorpio. So somewhere in your placement where you have Scorpio, that needs to be to deal with that needs to be dealing with your emotions or something. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, where we have the energy of, like I said, Capricorn. And so somewhere in your chart you could have Capricorn, or it could be in your your big three or something. So somewhere in those energies play out somewhere for you. But you can just take it as water and earth also playing out with you too, because I like to play with that too. And then we have all this fire over here. Just bring your fire. It's like you have this, and if you look at this brings a balance. This brings a balance to your fire. This earth and this water. The only thing that would show up is air, right? But air shows up, or air shows up in a different way. Air always shows up because it shows up. The queens of our earth. So this is earth, and then the kings are fire, and the pages are are the queens water. The queens are The queens are water. The kings are fire. I don't know if the pages are air, or I'm going on with some stuff. But guys, this is the end of your reading. I don't know why. I'm going back to my learning of astrology and elements and all that stuff. But yeah, you guys are like, what is she talking about? Yeah. Doesn't matter. This is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, you can like, you can comment, you can say, Tony, we're glad to have you back. And I can say, yay. I know, I'm glad to be back too. So also, if you want any information, you can find that down in the description box. If you would like a reading or anything, that is on my if you go to my homepage, you'll find that. And my homepage is TonyMarcourt.com, and that's down in the description as well. You guys have a wonderful day. Stay together in all of these portals that are opening up, and this retrograde, this lunar eclipse, not lunar eclipse, this solar eclipse that's coming up, this oh my gosh, everything, right? So keep it together, guys. I will talk to you later. All right, bye.